y'all, it's Nerdydollgirl here. So this is wine and dollies, or for me water and dollies, and I thought I would put it in my husband's Power Rangers cup. I never really watched Power Rangers. I watched a couple, I've watched a couple episodes obviously because my kids love Power Rangers, and so it's kind of a family thing even if I'm not really into it. So I thought I would put it in there. I got this cup for my husband when it was his birthday in March, so hopefully he doesn't mind that I'm using it. It's a nice big one. Let's not drop it. So I want to apologize. I know you guys don't get upset at me when I'm sick or what have you, but it's been 2 weeks since my last video, and it was not my favorite video to ever make. I actually have some upsetting news because of that video. I'm just gonna move the light a little bit. It's a little bit brighter. It's a dark and rainy day. But before I get into that, yeah, I just want to apologize. I have been very sick for the last almost month. Yeah. No. Literally a month. A little over a month. Anyways, it started in my collarbone, and it just killed, and I hadn't done anything to it. I hadn't you know, strained it or anything, and it was just this horrible intense pain. And hopefully not too much TMI, but then October, it's kept going, and it started going into my chest, and the doctor thought it was chondritis or something, chondritis, which is like an infection in the muscles and stuff, so, and the tissue, and there was nothing that they could do about it. And so I just had to live with the pain. They didn't even give me pain medicine. It was horrible. So I ended up going, it just kept getting worse. And then, like I said, not too much TMI, but then it went into my right breast, and it was just horrible shooting pain. And it felt, if you've never had a baby, then this isn't going to help you understand, but it was like I was in labor in my chest. It was just horrible, horrific pain. And so I went to the Emerge, waited 7 hours to get seen, and you know, chest pain is not important apparently. My EEG, or is that the right word? EKG on my heart was fine, and they did x-rays and they couldn't see anything, and they did blood work just in case there was like a blood clot or something, and you know, none of that came out. So the doctor just sent me home, and he was just gonna send me home with nothing. And I said, like, this pain is so intense, like, I live with pain all the time, and when I go to Emerge, if I have something, I tend to be very quiet about it. Like, I will cry, and I will, like, if I'm in a lot of pain, and I will grit my teeth and deal with that pain. And when I'm in Emerge and stuff, I try really hard not to make any noise or anything, because have you ever been in Emerge and you've had somebody there that is screaming, or like you can just hear the agony they're in? I mean, it's not that I'm mad at them, but it just really upsets me, and it makes me want to go over and, you know, make sure that they're okay and help them in some way. And when you're in pain and stuff, you can't do that, right? So it's just very upsetting for me. Anyways, so like I said, I'm not one to do that. And unless I was in labor, because when Lord Almighty, you can't hold it in. But I couldn't hold it in. I was like crying really loud and moaning really loud, and I think that's why my husband knew, like, that there was something really messed up going on, because I'm not like that, right? So anywho, I said, like, I need something. And they tried 3 different pain medicines and none of them worked. And finally he gave me 6 morphine pills to take home. And I don't like hard drugs. That sounds so funny. I don't like doing hard drugs. But I don't like, you know, one time my doctor gave me Percocet. And besides the fact that it made me feel like there was bugs crawling on me, I only took half of a Percocet because I hate being dependent on pain medicine. And I know what a vicious cycle it is, because I have had family members that have become addicted to this. And so I have a very addictive family history. So I try really hard not to take anything super strong. And that's one of the reasons I don't drink, just because I have family history of alcoholism and stuff. So yeah, so anyways, going off topic. So the pain was so horrific, but they gave me 6. So I tried to space them out as long as humanly possible. And like, it's very frustrating for me when a doctor looks at you and says, you know, well, I don't want to give you morphine or something strong because then you'll become dependent. So when I went back, I had to go back to Emerge because the pain, I went to the doctor again and she did another x-ray on my stomach and on my chest and nothing was showing up. And she's like, if you're in this much pain, you should go back to the hospital. And I didn't go back to the hospital right away, but then I did go back a day or 2 later because it just, like I said, was just getting worse and worse and worse. And I started noticing, like, I got this huge welt on the back of my neck. And I'm like, and then a couple under my breast. And I said to my husband, oh my God, like, I think that I must have shingles. And I've had shingles before, but never, ever like this. Like, they've hurt and it aches and stuff, but this pain was like really, really like nothing I've ever felt. So my husband's like, well, I don't think they're shingles. It's probably like bed sores, because I literally couldn't do anything. So I was in bed for 90% of the week. Was like, I literally just was in bed. And so we went back to Emerge because, like I said, it was just too much. And I got a really awesome doctor this time. And she was amazing. She did do another x-ray. So I had like so many x-rays this month. It's not good. And she like didn't see anything and everything. And I showed her the welt on my back and under my breast and stuff. And I said, there's a couple coming out on my side too. And she's like, has your arm been hurting? And I said, yeah, it's been hurting really bad too. That's why I haven't commented, like responded to comments. And I actually have been very quiet on social media of all sorts because of the pain, hurting too much to text. And so she's like, hun, I think you have shingles. I'm pretty certain that's what it is. So a month of horrible pain, and she just looks at me and she goes, do you have shingles? So I'm like, okay, well, it's really weird. Like, I mean, especially the breast pain, like what? She's like, well, I want you to go to the doctor and make sure when the shingles go away, I want you to make sure that everything's okay there. So if you guys can have positive thoughts or prayers or whatever you believe in, that it isn't anything to do with that, that anything there is wrong. But yeah, the shingles, she gave me a medication to cure the shingles and 2 forms of pain medication. And that is why I'm able to sit up and talk right now. And doll related, I had my resin soul Yao come in from my husband for Christmas, and I opened her up and made sure that everything was okay. And I actually made a video of it, but I'm screaming and making a lot of noise in the video because I'm so determined to have, like, you guys be a part of, like, the box openings and stuff, because I know box openings are, like, one of the most favorite things that people can watch. I know that's what I like. You know, those are some of my favorite videos, and as well as collection videos. I love collection videos. But anyways, so I want to do a box opening for you guys. And so I did videotape it, but there's so many moments where I'm just in so much pain that I can't, I literally can't keep it out. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not posting that. It's, no. And this morning I was in so much pain and everything because I hadn't taken my medicine yet. And it took me about 3 hours for the pain medicine to kick in. So that is why I had to do this video later in the day, because I just couldn't do it before. So anyways, that is a long and drawn out explanation of why I haven't been making videos or commenting on things. So I apologize for that. And yeah, so let's get back to the doll stuff. So first of all, I want to show you guys something really awesome. So I don't remember this company now. Anyways, I did a box opening video about her anyways, but and I still need to do a body review. But anyways, my tattooed girl, I got her an amazing outfit, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So this is My Life outfit from Walmart. It is like a unicorn, rainbow pride outfit. So I'm so excited. It comes with the little headband with the little unicorn horn and the little ears, and I know I have no head on this doll, but I think it's gonna look so cute. I'm worried this is gonna be too big, so I might have to like use an elastic to make sure it's a little bit smaller. Maybe I can actually tie an elastic around this for a while and see if it stays this size. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that that will make a difference? But yeah, I love it. And it was $10 at Walmart. And it's so awesome. A lot of the My Life stuff does not fit the SD size. Like usually they're super big and they just don't work. At least that was my experience with my Smart doll. They just did not fit her. But I don't know if it's because this body is bigger or what, but it's so cute. I just love it so much. And I love the rainbow effect. And the pants are super cool. They're all shiny. And I just think it looks so adorable on her. And I cannot wait for her to have a head. So I ordered a Doll Family H head off of eBay because they are an authentic dealer of Doll Family H. And they actually said that it would ship within a month or so, and that was much faster than Alice Collections. And that's not to knock Alice Collections. Like you guys know, I love Alice Collections. It's my only place I shop now, other than Taobao. But yeah, because I know that the skin tone and everything is perfect together, and so I'm going to practice. I have another practice head to come in, which will be her head on this body. So I'm hoping that I can do it justice. And but it's awesome because with the head and the body, this is like the cheapest ST I've ever had. The body was like $100 or something like that, and the head is like $25. So it's like $125 for this whole doll, which I'm just super happy about. I love this body because of the tattoos. I have to say I do not like this body outside of the fact that it has all these tattoos. Not to knock this company, but I hate how it's like a little, not a triangle, but kind of a triangle, and it sticks out like this. Not so bad on the arms, like it's not super noticeable, but this, I hate this. Like, why? Why is it like this? It's not attractive. And this, you can't do very much. It's, I mean, now the girl who, I know your name, sweetie, Carol. Carol, who sold her to me, she sueded it. So I don't know if it's a little, like if the peanut would come out a little easier if it wasn't sueded. But still, I hate this. I don't get it. I don't, like, I see that it clicks into place and it looks nice when it's standing, but I don't like it. So, but I mean, I love the tattoos, and like I said like a million times, I didn't really care what the body was like. I just wanted the tattoos. So I paid $100 for tattoos, which, I mean, literally, I have tattoos, and if you have tattoos, you know that $100 for a tattoo is pretty good if it's not like a tiny one. So anyways, so that is that. I have been a very bad girl, and I ordered 2 heads with my friend Raquel, because she actually bought my Doll Family H vampire head. So there was 2 heads on Alice Collection that I wanted that were $20 each. So I said, well, if you don't mind buying 1 head plus pay $5 for the other head, then that would be awesome, because she was putting an order in, and I would give her the difference, including shipping. So with everything, I only had to pay her 20 bucks Canadian, which was so awesome. And then I've been going on Alice Collections, which is a really bad idea. And I know I've said this before, but I love that website. And I'm always looking for when they have events, because they tend to have events a couple times a year. And right now they're having an event where you get a pair of eyes for $1. And that's a good event, but for me, I like the events that have like a tiny BJD that you can get for really like between $1 or $12. It's crazy awesome. And with Christmas coming up, I thought, well, I'm just going to hold off, because Christmas, you would think they would have some sort of event. So, but I have a couple dolls in my cart that I obviously can't get all of them, but I found, I was looking at Dream Valley, I think it's called. They have some really unique dolls. They're very similar in aesthetic to Doll Chateau, in the fact that they're very artistic looking and have maybe face-ups or extra arms, or like just really artistic looking dolls. and they're really cool, but with my limited budget, it's not something that I'm super pumped to spend money on, because like I said, like limited budget, you kind of want to make sure that you have a doll that you can do a whole bunch of different clothes with and everything, and I think it would be much harder with the ones that have like the extra limbs, and I don't know. It's just not something I have ever really considered getting. But they're having an event for Halloween. I'm not doing the Halloween event because, like I said, I want to wait till Alice Collections does one with a BJD gift. And you have to spend like $500 to be able to get their event tiny, which is an adorable, there's 2 of them, and you can pick Foxy and Loxy. And they are little foxes, and they're super cute, but I don't have that much money right now, and I didn't want to spend $500 with that company because the only doll that I liked was not like expensive enough. But I did fall in love with one of their dolls, and so I'm trying to, you know, sell enough stuff to be able to get said doll. And she is absolutely adorable, and she's nothing like I have had before. So her name is Anne. She is a 1/6, which I've had a 1/6. I've had a little fee. Was it Aunt? No. No. I don't remember which one. I think it was Aunt. Anyways, it was a while ago. And I loved her. She was so cute, and her size was adorable and everything. But like I've said like a million times before, if I'm spending $500 on a doll or close to that, I really need to feel like I'm getting enough out of it. And I just didn't feel that way with her. And I usually don't like child dolls. It's just not something that I usually like. But I'm not going to say I'm never going to like them, because that always seems to kick me in the butt. But Anne, I have to get her. She is a doll that I've always wanted, which is a little person with fox features or wolf features. She's got a little tail that is jointed, these adorable little ears, yet she looks like a person. Like more like a impish fairy person, but she looks like a person. And I don't remember what they're called, but there's a specific name for fox people. And I can't remember what it is. But I've always wanted one, and I love the fact that, you know, she's small enough that I could take her on conventions and everything like that. And the fact that she's a fox kind of character is really exciting. And the best part is she's only $200 and something. And for me, I feel like that's a fair price that I'm willing to pay to get her and to have her. And so I'm really hoping I love her and that I can sell enough stuff to afford her. The worst part of that is she is limited edition, and she's only available until the end of December. So I've got to move my butt. And then I've been watching a lot of videos on doll leaves bodies. They look incredible. I hate y'all for doing this to me. Not literally, but I really want to have one now. So I've been looking at those, and there's one I'm really leaning towards, but I can't remember her name. She's not the most popular sculpt. I've never seen a video on her. I know there's one that's super popular, and I think is cute, but I don't want her. And then I don't remember if I told you guys in my last video or if I've told you at all, but I was super lucky to be able to get a little rebel head Kalar in tan skin. It's the most I've ever been willing to pay for a doll head. I usually would not pay this much for a doll head. But he's an artist doll and gorgeous tan skin. So I went for it. And I am sending him off to a local, like as in she's in Canada, faceup artist. She looks absolute, like she just looks like she's an amazing artist. And so I sent him, I got him, and then literally I packed him up and shipped him the next day because I was so excited to get his face up. And I sent him and my doll in mind Larissa head in the tan skin. So she's super excited about what I want to do for the both of them. I think her name is Bunny something. I will put her Instagram link down below, and I do apologize to her because I'm so bad with names. So when they arrive, of course, I'm going to do a box opening so I can show you guys. I am super excited. So yeah, and I love my regular repaint artists, but just having someone in Canada is super convenient and, you know, much cheaper for me, shipping wise and everything. So yeah, I'm excited. But because of that, I needed a body for him. And there's like hundreds of comments on the on the Little Family, Little Rebel discussion board on DOA about what bodies you can use for their heads, but only the normal skin. So I was freaking out, like, well, how am I supposed to buy him a body if I can't find any body colors that match him? But luckily there was a girl on there who did buy a Doll Family H hand to test like the coloring, and it's perfect. So I want to be able to get a Doll Family H tan skin body. But again, it's not cheap because it's a big guy and it's, you know, it's super, oh my gosh, it looks super beautiful, but it's not going to be cheap. So I'm hoping they have a giant sale for December, and hopefully you can also get like a gift, because I know sometimes they do like the $70 hands, jointed hands are a gift or something. I would love that. So yeah, I'm excited about those, and I am super excited because I was told that my Mayu order was going to be another month, and she's arriving this week. Oh, and the body too for my Doll in Mind girl. So yeah, they're coming this week, so I'm so excited about that. And a little bit nervous because, like I said, I hate those little like triangle knees. And I was watching a box opening of the Mayu 16. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I've got so many pain medicines in me, I can't think straight. Anyways, just blew out the window. But anyways, so I'm just nervous. Like, am I going to like her? Am I gonna like her body? I've been waiting 4 months for her. Am I gonna like this doll? Or is it just gonna be a doll that I look at, she's beautiful, I hate the body, and I have to sell her? Which is not the end of the world, but it's hard when you've been waiting 4 months for a doll and it's not what you want. So I'm hoping I like her, or love her, I mean. But yeah, I'm excited that it's coming in at least. And so on the topic of this is a long video, I'm sorry guys. I thought with the pain and everything I wouldn't be able to do a very long video, but Once I get talking, I guess I just keep going. But I tried really hard to make the video the last video I made about recasts, and I actually insulted one of my friends, and I know him off of here. That's how I made friends with him. Anyways, and ever since that video happened and they got upset, I tried to message them on Instagram and they wouldn't respond to me. So I think that I've lost a friend over this, and that really upsets me and makes me feel like this whole situation is so toxic, because you cannot say anything that might offend a person, or have something that you say and it blows up in your face, even though you were trying so hard to explain yourself. Do I believe in recasts? Do I think that recasts are a good thing? No, I don't. I am pro artist. Like you see, and like I've said, I do only buy legit dolls. I just don't believe in screaming at somebody about that. I don't believe in hating somebody who has recasts. I don't. I don't believe in it. I believe that you should hate the person who is doing that to the company. I've seen so many videos that people have posted where they're so excited they bought this doll, and they're, going on and on about it, and they have no idea that it's a recast because it's probably their first doll, or they don't know. And I know that people are like, well, those people I'm able to forgive, and as long as they go legit and everything like that. My thing is, I am not neutral. I am not just hiding behind trying to please everybody. I honestly just feel this way. I'm pro artist. I don't believe in recasts, but I'm certainly not going to judge somebody else who does buy recasts. If that doesn't make sense to the people, to anybody else, and y'all want to hate me or whatever, I can't change that. I can't make somebody not hate me for something I believe. I was raised as a Christian, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with in regards to some of the discussions we've had at church and stuff. And I'm the kind of person that I will say what I don't agree with. I will say what I feel. I will stand up for what I believe in. But when I do that, I don't hurt people. I don't intend to hurt people. But I don't believe in just sitting back and not having something inside of you that hurts you and not saying anything. And for me, it hurts me that somebody is going to hate somebody because of the doll they bought. For me personally, I just think it's just not something I believe in. I don't believe in it. And so people are mad because they're like, well, then you're not pro artist. You don't care about the artist, Well, that's, excuse my language, that's utter bullshit. I absolutely care about the artist. I absolutely am upset when I see somebody who's worked so hard on a doll and they're stolen from them. I'm someone who wants to create things, and someday I would love to make my own doll, and if somebody took that doll and cast it and sold it for cheaper, that would break my heart. But the people who do buy it, I'm not going to hate them. I'm not. I would hate the person who did it to me. I would not hate the people who bought it. I know maybe nobody else would understand that about me, but I can't hate them. I can't hate someone for buying a doll. And like I said in my last video, I want people to love their dolls and, you know, to care about the other person, care about the artist and care about that, but don't hurt people. There are people that have dolls that you will not approve of, but they love it. They, you know, so just, if you hate the fact that people buy recasts, hate the fact that people buy recasts. Don't hate the people. Excuse me. Don't hate the people. And, you know, all this negative hatred and anger and everything, direct it towards the people who are doing it. And let's be a united front and hate those people that are doing it. Because they are doing it because they're trying to rip off the artist or not do the work that they need to do to have their own doll. So, or whatever reason they're doing it, it is not, it's hurtful. But don't hate a person for buying one. They are not a horrible person. And if you hate them because they do, then just move along and just don't be friends with them or don't say anything and just try and accept the fact that it's not a personal attack. So again, I am super committed to saying I am pro artist and I will never buy a recast. Okay? If you have any more issues and concerns about that, then, you know, go ahead and tell me or move along. Okay? This isn't supposed to be a happy channel, you know, a channel that I can talk about stuff with the people that I care about and hopefully entertain people and make them feel like they're not alone in this hobby. And that's why this is a positive, happy spot that I want to make for people who watch. That is my rant for that. And I do hope my friend forgives me or, you know, somehow can get past it. But I can't control other people. So, quickly now, I am selling, I just wanted to let you know, I am selling my Angel of Dreams body that my, my demon boy, like I said, I've lost my mind, was on. It's just not the body I want for him. So I am selling it, and I'm selling it for $150 plus shipping. Shipping is probably about 40 bucks or so. He does have a finger that must have come off from the person that I traded from. I didn't even realize it when I traded. So that's why he's a little cheaper than the website. And then there's like a little bit of mark on the back. It's like barely noticeable, but I try and be super neurotic when I talk about what I'm selling. But yeah, so if you guys are interested, please let me know. $150 plus shipping. Sorry, I want to make this video end because it's almost 40 minutes. And then I wanted to show you guys, I finished my paintings, my little paintings, or at least these two, and I'm doing some more. So updated, there's that girl, she's got a little feather on her hair now. And this like beautiful, I don't know, just interesting girl. So these are, not to ruin the surprise, but these two are for my Patreon, my Patreons. I do actually have a lot more stuff that I'm putting in the box for them, and everything that I'm putting in the box for them I handmade. So if you're not a Patreon and you are interested in becoming a Patreon, please check down the link down below, because yeah, I am making very personal, special boxes for my Patreons. It has taken a while because I've made everything individually, but hopefully they are okay with that. And there was one other thing I wanted to say. Anyways, I love you all. Again, I hope I described what I was feeling good. If I don't respond right away to the video, my last video, it is because of the pain, which is really starting to bother me right now. So I apologize for that. I will try really hard to respond to a couple at a time over the next couple weeks, and I will do that for this video as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.